guys, it's Rob Richley from Lean Over 40 for Men, and in this video what I want to talk about is recovery. Okay, now recovery is vitally important for guys over the age of 40 that want to get that lean chiseled physique, and I've touched on this topic before in an earlier video, but it's definitely worth mentioning again. Now, as you may or may not know, if you're trying to get that lean chiseled physique, then strength training is a must. Okay, because if you just do things like, you know, go on a diet and you're just trying to lose weight that way, or you're doing tons of different cardio, then yes, you are going to lose weight, but half of that is going to be lean muscle tissue. And lean muscle tissue is responsible for keeping our metabolism high, and it's also responsible for keeping us looking good as well. Okay, so you'll never get that V-shaped back, those broad shoulders, that defined chest, you know, those defined arms and legs if you don't do strength training. So strength training is definitely a must. Now, one of the major problems that I see all the time with guys that do strength training is they train too much. Okay, so they train, say, on 4 to 6 times per week. They're doing multiple sets, multiple reps, they're doing multiple exercises, they're doing far too many compound exercises and far too many isolation exercises. And that might be okay for a while. Okay, you might make some progress, but then after a while what actually happens is our bodies just become overtrained. And then when you're in this like overtrained state, you just start feeling really tired. You're going to start, you know, getting injuries. You're going to start just feeling really run down. You're going to start getting colds and all the rest of it. So it might work for, you know, a period of so many weeks, but then our bodies just go into this like overtrained state. And unfortunately, as we get older as well, especially over the age of 40, if you don't pay special attention to this recovery, then you're just going to drive yourself into the ground. Okay, you're going to just eventually just end up getting injured because your joints just cannot take it anymore. Okay, especially if you're a natural trainee, and this actually applies to guys in their 20s and 30s as well, but it's even more important when we're over the age of 40. Now, when we're strength training, we're actually damaging our muscle tissue. Okay, and we're placing an enormous amount of strain on our tendons and ligaments, and also our central nervous system as well. That all takes time to recover. Now, what a lot of guys actually fail to see as well is when they go into the gym, say they're training their chest on a Monday, and then they go into the gym on a Tuesday, and they think that that muscle group is fresh because they're not training it. Well, in actual fact, your central nervous system and also your recovery machinery is still trying to recover properly. Okay, so if you go in training your back, for example, your central nervous system is probably still trying to recover, and this actually gets harder as we get older as well. So over the age of 40, we need to allow even more time for our central nervous system to recover, for our joints to recover, and of course our muscular system as well. Now, if you go back to the gym when you're not fully recovered, you're not going to be able to make improvements in strength because your central nervous system won't be fully recovered, and it's our central nervous system that actually fires the muscles in the first place. So it's very important that you allow at least 48 hours. Okay, now I recommend no more than 3 strength training sessions per week, as I've mentioned before, for guys over the age of 40. So if you're doing more than 3 strength training sessions per week, then I urge you to take a look at your program. Okay, you really don't need to be in the gym lifting weights more than 3 times per week. In fact, for some guys, they're going to make better improvements if they actually cut that down to 2 strength training workouts per week. I've seen plenty of guys that have been training far too much, and they've actually made better progress by actually cutting back, focusing on those major compound exercises, and actually cutting back to actually 2 strength training sessions per week, believe it or not. Okay guys, now I'm back at home. My camera just cut out then halfway through recording that video, but the main point that I want you to take home from this video is recovery is vitally important for progression. Okay, now strength training is obviously really important to get that lean chisel physique, but you don't want to be exceeding your recovery ability. Okay, so that means no more than 3 strength training sessions per week. You should be focusing on those major compound exercises, so things like squats, bench presses, deadlifts, but making sure that you're doing them in the correct order. Not too many compound exercises per workout, and also not bombarding yourself with too many isolation exercises as well. Making sure that you're training multiple sets of lower reps, which have been proven to be far more effective and far more safer for men over the age of 40. And sometimes training 2 weight training sessions per week is actually better for men over 40 than 3 strength training sessions per week as well. Don't think that you need to be in the gym almost every day to get that lean chisel physique. It's certainly not the case, but I do recommend doing some cardio sessions. Okay, as long as you're not killing yourself doing endless amounts of cardio. Then cardio can be things like walking, or it could be something like I do, like drill sessions, things like kettlebells on your non-weight training days as well. So make sure that you're paying attention to recovery, and I hope you found this video really useful. Make sure that you hit the like, subscribe to this channel, Lean for Men Over 40, as I really want to grow this channel. And also make sure that you get my free guide as well, 40 Laws of Lean for Men Over 40. You can get that by clicking the link just above this video. And I'll speak to you soon on the next video. Bye for now.